Asma Jahangir is a lawyer for Husain Haqqani. She joins us now live from Lahore. Thanks for your time today. What's your response to this announcement then that the Supreme Court Commission will look into memo-gate, as it's been dubbed?
Well, yes, that is right. It is a very disappointing judgment because the Supreme Court has actually said that it is people's fundamental right to come and set up a commission against anyone that they accuse. And so once the commission is set up and Mr. Haqqani, if for example he is aggrieved by something that the commission has done, there is nowhere he can go. So his due process has basically been taken away. But more than that, it has restricted fundamental rights to national security. And it is a big blow for those people who believe in the promotion of a democratic process and in the protection of fundamental rights.
So what could happen to your client if this Supreme Court Commission found that he was indeed implicated in this scandal and responsible for this memo?
Well, probably my client will be acquitted, but and if they find that if he is, for some reason, which I hope it doesn't happen, that he is indeed guilty, then he can be tried for treason, or he can be tried under the law of the land, which is waging war against Pakistan. So that could be very dangerous. But my client is not important. The point is to go right up to the government. So this is really a government civil military relationship in which sadly the courts now have more or less shifted their weight with the establishment.
You've been quoted today as saying that this whole episode will have a long-term negative political repercussions for our country. What did you mean by that?
Well, what I mean is that you know that in our country the military is still there. There has been no transfer of power. And they have been able to use one of the opponents of the government to go to court and take this petition under the guise of fundamental rights. First of all, our fundamental rights today are now subservient to national security. And secondly, when there is going to be a tussle between what the military says and what the civilian government says, which are two different things, then there has to be a showdown. And where will that take us? Today, of course, those people who believe in democratic rights feel very disappointed with the judgment.
So what, in your opinion, should have happened? Should the whole matter have just been left to quietly fade away? Surely some official body should have looked into it.
Yes. Well, there was already a parliamentary commission that was looking at it. And secondly, if they had anything against my client, there are laws in this country under which they could have gone and got an investigation. But to move to the most highest of court, as of the first instance of court, is taking my client out of the queue, and that is denial of due process.
Asma Jahangir, thanks for being with us on Al Jazeera. Good to talk to you.